Well, the hope, of course, is that the more people who are vaccinated, the more quickly our lives can restart. And nowhere more so is that the hope than within the travel and tourism sector. We can talk now to Eoghan Walsh, who is CEO of the Irish Tourism Industry Confederation. And this is a good day at the end of a very bad year, isn't it?
Hi Audrey, thanks for the call. Yes, I mean it's great to have the vaccine finally being rolled out, and please God it's rolled out as quickly as possible, because it's been an absolutely traumatic year for the tourism industry. We've been in the front line, if you like, economically of the pandemic. There's been about an 85% revenue drop for the tourism and hospitality industry, and about 150,000 job losses this year.
Oh, it's extraordinary. And we were talking about a virus in China way back in January. When did you realise just how bad it was going to be for your sector here in this country?
Well, like everybody else, we'd heard sort of rumours of a virus in China, and it seemed in a far distant land and not going to affect us pretty much. But then around February, obviously, the news got closer to home. And then it was really with the cancellation of the St. Patrick's Day parade that we knew that tourism was going to be disproportionately hit by the pandemic. And really since mid-March, or since early March indeed, we've had next to no international tourists, which make up 75% of the tourism economy. And the domestic market had a little bit of a respite over the summer months, but they were a few very short weeks. And obviously there's been a series of yo-yo lockdowns since then.
Yeah, I can't wait to get on a plane again and just travel. And your hope is for the opposite of that, for people to get into this country. I mean, when are you expecting an increase in numbers to anything like they were before the pandemic on?
Well, I think not only has the tourism industry been hit kind of first and hardest, if you like, by the pandemic in terms of the economic impact, but also the recovery is going to be slow. I think we're all realistic to that degree. But we did lose a summer last year to overseas tourists, which was catastrophic. But to lose 2 summers in a row would be terminal for the industry. So we really need international travel and tourism to recommence. We hope by Q2. We recently did a survey of ITIC members, which are all the tourism and hospitality stakeholders in the country, and there was hope that Q2 would see a kind of a commencement of international travel into the country, and then we'd get a kind of a fairly vibrant Q3 and Q4. But even taking all that into account, the expectation is that we'll only ever get to about 50% of 2019 numbers if all goes well this year. And when I say all goes well, that means the vaccination needs to be rolled out very quickly and very urgently, both at home so the industry can actually operate and trade, but also crucially overseas so that our source markets can travel again. And crucially, we have to get international travel and international flights recommenced in a safe, sustainable manner. And that's all about a comprehensive testing regime.
OK, we will talk again, no doubt. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. That's Eoghan Walsh, CEO of the Irish Tourism Industry Confederation.